And then now I am gonna see about us going live on Facebook. Just 1 second.
Mhm.
And I always keep smiling if you see me smiling because Facebook, it does not delay. It goes live like instantly.
Oh, wow. ASAP? Okay.
Literally, once I click this button in a minute, it's gonna go live. So yeah, so it'll go live in just a second. All right,
Mhm.
I'm clicking the button.
All right.
All right, it says prepping for live streaming. And I always look on my phone because
Just to make sure you
make
see it.
sure same thing with cutting off. I always make sure we're off before we start commenting. Hello everyone in Facebook land. We are now live. So
Uh,
yes. So now I'm gonna share us because we got everything. I think we are good. So now I just gotta share us. Let me see.
right.
Yep, we are live. Hello everyone on Facebook land. I know y'all not used to seeing me on Lux blog, but this is gonna be shared everywhere today. So we get ready to share this out here. And let's see here. There we go. All right. So I'm going to tag you in this. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. I'm excited for this special first guest to be on the Lux blog for an interview. This is
So,
exciting. So, very, very dope and very, very wonderful person I've admired for many, many years. I think it's been about 4 or 5 years now.
about 4 or 5, yeah.
Yes, I go all
I,
the way back.
yeah, I first moved out here, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been a minute. So I'm excited for you to be here and I'm going to tag you. And everybody, please share, comment. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. I'm definitely want you to do that. And I have some great questions tonight. So we're going to get
Awesome.
right to it. In
Awesome.
comments.
I
Here
think it came. Yeah.
we go. Okay.
All right.
Should be, yep, I just shared it to you.
Okay. Oh, see it now.
There you go. Thank
Mm,
you, everybody, for watching and tuning in. We are live now. So excited for this being the first interview on Lux Blog. So definitely can't wait to see everybody's questions. Please post your questions down below, everyone. I definitely want to see your questions and what you have to say. So yes, we got some people up viewing already. So good. Letting the views come in. I'm gonna
so,
give it another minute or so, give some more folks to get on. But definitely excited because it's been a minute since I have had a Lux blog interview, y'all. I have been missing
yeah,
these interviews.
yeah, it's been a minute.
Ooh, it's been too long.
We knocking the cobwebs off though. We will be good.
We are, because it's been like a year, y'all. It's been like literally a year since it's been some stuff going on, and we got to get it going. We got to get it back going.
So,
So, we got to get some stuff going. And to all my bloggers out there, I've been seeing y'all out here trying to make content and stay relevant and do all that you do. And look, I get it. I get it. We have all been trying to hang on, trying to hang in here. But yes, hang in there, y'all. Hang in there.
it's
Hang
definitely been.
in there. Yeah. Well, we are going to get started, hun. And for folks who aren't able to join us right at this moment, no worries. This will be up on YouTube this evening. So no worries at all. But we definitely want to see you up here. Please share, everybody, and check us out. We are live. All right, Shane. Well, I am excited to have my guest here tonight. For those of you who may not know him already, I want to introduce you guys to Shane. He is amazing, Shane Gang. Amazing. I've been knowing him since he was Shane. so,
Don't bring it.
So, I mean, and we're going to talk about that, like what that change looked like for you. So, I'm so excited for you and all these great things going on. And Lux Blog, we wanted to be able to talk about it with you because some really exciting news is going on with you. And I feel like because I've had such good vibes with you for over the years and you have supported us so much and I greatly appreciate that. You've been rocking with us for like nearly 5 years almost. Um,
Yes.
yeah, since our beginning. But thank you for being here tonight.
I thank you guys for having me, yo. Like I said, it's been a while since I've known y'all, and it's the feeling's always been dope, supported both ways, and
Mm-hmm.
consider y'all pretty much like family now. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Well, thank you, hon. Well, first off, I wanted to ask you is how have you been doing? I mean, this pandemic has been crazy. It's been a lot going on. Just how have you been doing as a creative, as an artist? Let's start it.
Um, I've been doing pretty good for the most part. You know, just like everybody else, just trying to figure out ways to just stay busy, because with the pandemic, when it first kicked off, everybody was in the house. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like, couldn't go out, you couldn't do much. So I think in a sense, it kind of made artists be more creative and think out the box of how we could,
Mm-hmm.
you know, incorporate our fan base and still engage with them without actually being out and about like that.
Right. And I think that's same for us. Like we were always out and about in these streets and now it's like virtually we've learned to try to adapt to how things are going and like revamp who we are. And tonight we're starting off kicking off that.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yes, thank you, hon. So why did you change your name from Shame to Shame Gang? Let's start there first. Like I know a lot of people have been introduced to you different times. So tell us
Right.
about how did the name change come?
I changed it up because I ran into some copyright issues.
Mhm.
I never had my name patented, and so whenever I would release music or put it out, I would run into issues where my name would be my music would be in a category of another band of a band called Shame, a
Ah,
rock band. Yeah, so
ah.
weird. So people would look me up and they would see my music under a rock band. I was like, what in the world? So disputed it a few times, and then when I disputed it, the band actually came back and was like, "Hey, like you're gonna have to change your name because our name is patented. This is our name. So I didn't want to run into any legal issues. So instead of just going completely off the deep end and just changing my name to like completely something different, I went with Shame Gang because that was my brand. That was pretty much you know every time people saw me, I always saw that logo. So it was to the point where people used to call me that anyway instead of Shame. They were like, "Yo, Shame Gang, what's up?" So I was like, well, let me stay with something in the area, that same element, and it worked out. I think it's pretty dope.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Yeah, because I mean, at first I was wondering, like, well, why the name change? And like, I'm so used to saying, one name,
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, you got a new name, new rebranding, and all these things.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, this is dope. But I think it's really dope that you did that, and I think it's always good to keep abreast of legally your intellectual property. I think
yeah.
that's something as a creative that we need more on, and I might even look about doing a workshop on that or something because that's
Yeah.
something that more creatives need to do. And I've noticed that a lot of times creatives have told me, like, Lux Blog, did you get a license for it? Yeah, I was like, yes. You have to go
Mhm.
through these different steps in the background,
Got
business wise.
all of them. Yep.
Hmm.
Business wise, legal wise, like I had to go down to the courthouse and get everything, like the LLC, everything
Hmm.
for it. And so that way it's officially mine. So I own this name now. So
Right.
mm.
That's dope. That's so awesome. So, what separates yourself from other artists?
I think I like to say my versatility. And then I probably have to say my work ethic. Like I really have a strong work ethic. Like I'm one of them people that really don't stop like doing it when it comes to music or just anything in general, content creating or everything like that. I have to learn sometime to slow down, but I'm always trying to stay one step ahead of the game. So I would like to say I would like to think that separates me, from most. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I think that's really good. And it's easy sometimes to get caught up in what other folks have going on, but it's good to
Yes,
know that you have an identity for yourself
yes.
and you
Yep.
feel positive and confident in that. Cool. So, why don't you like the term local artist? So, I know some people feel like, yeah, I'm a local artist and that's how they identify, but what makes you stand out to saying, no, I don't want to identify as that?
I don't like the term of it because they like to diminish local artists. Like if you something comes abroad or if a big show or anything like that, you know, it's typical that the bigger artists, what you call the mainstream artists, will get the bigger perks of course, and then the local artists, you're the bottom of the barrel type, so and then it's like, I feel like when they say that, sometimes you don't get your respect, and it's like, because I'm not local, like, I tour, I go to other cities, and everything like that, in the process of making myself bigger than a North Carolina name. So I like to think of myself as an independent artist instead of a local artist.
I love it because I feel like that about my blog. I feel like people box us in and say, "Oh, you're an NC blogger," and I'm like, "I'm a blogger,
You're a
period."
blogger. Yep.
But I like to cover content about North Carolina, so
Right.
and highlight this state that I grew up in. So yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like you don't want to just be boxed in
Yep.
into that.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
very very dope. So, what is the biggest misconception people have about you as an artist? With that being said.
Mm. Uh, I probably have to say, yeah, that where people used to think that I was just a one lane artist, I believe, and I think with this new album that I dropped, I kind of showed that I'm not, that that I'm pretty versatile, that I can tap into anything. Um, I always was one of those people that prided herself on trying to be the best lyricist or impress other lyricists before me,
Mhm.
and impress them. And then I got to the point where it's like, yo, man, I just want to make good music and great songs, some music that's timeless. And that's what I'm focusing on now from here on out, just making good music.
That's what it should be about. And I love your new project too. I was gonna say I got a chance to listen to it on title and I really enjoyed it. So I saved it in my collection. So
Thank you so much. That's
yes,
awesome.
yes. So I hope that more people definitely please listen out. I'll be talking about that more before we end our interview tonight.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think those are definitely things that people have misconceptions about artists sometimes. And how's that led to your learning pattern? What have you learned in your career from beginning to now when it comes to that?
When it comes to that, I just learned just to block it out, you
Hmm.
know, and not pay attention to what people think. I think as an artist, we get too wrapped up sometime into caring about what people think,
Right.
and we lose ourselves and not worry about what's important to us.
Hmm.
Um, and so we drift away from that. So I believe, now it's like, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not doing what everybody else wants me to do now.
Oh, that's so dope. How's that freedom feel for you? Like to just be able to do what you do
It
for you.
it feels good to me, I mean, the response I got on the album so far is great.
Mhm.
I've always been capable, like I said, of making music like this. I just been in a box trying to figure out what type of artist I wanted to be, and then to find my sound. And
Mhm.
then I ended up signing a deal, and then when I signed the deal, it was like they gave like pretty much creative control. Like I can do whatever I want, put out whatever I want. So if I put out a CD with just nothing but just me rapping and no beats, like they're cool with that. As long as it does something though. But yeah, so that too, support of them helped a lot as well.
Well, I think that's so dope because it's a lot of times with people's projects, you never know how things are going to turn out, and
Mhm.
so and even that in itself, going from independent to a label to like signing a deal and being able to
Mhm.
have an opportunity to get your music heard to a larger audience, I'm sure that's been wonderful.
Yeah,
Being to branch out in your career and elevate into that.
yeah, it's been extremely great. Just tapping into new fans and just new everything. It's been great. I love it.
Oh, Oh, that's so dope. So let's talk about this album, No Safe Haven. So when it comes to like the features, what made you decide on the people you had featured on this album? Many of them people that I admire. So what made you decide to feature the people you kept on the album?
The first person I go with is Carlita Duran.
Love her. Shout out to Carlita. She's been on the Lux blog.
Yeah. Funny story. Like, I mean, I always been, before I even got to North Carolina, I always been a huge fan of Little Brother.
Yes.
And that was the first time I heard of her when she was on a track with I think Foreign Exchange song with
Yeah.
Fonte.
Mhm. Yep.
And when I got here, I'm a new artist, don't really know nobody. First show I go to was a Carly Duran show downtown Raleigh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she didn't know me, I didn't know her. I took a picture with her,
Mhm.
and that was it. That was 5 years ago.
Wow.
And then fast forward to now. I mean, actually, probably last year or the year before last, it was Hopscotch Festival,
Mhm.
and we was all backstage. It was me, Fonte, Pooh, Lou, all us, Big Doe, everybody, and then that's when we officially met each other and got acquainted. And
Mhm.
so I was like, dang, this is crazy. Like, it was already surreal to me too, because I grew up listening to Little Brother, and then to be around them frequently like I am, and then and to talk to Dunny, Sean Don, who's my manager as well, and
Mhm.
so much game from him, and then to be around him, it's like, dang, this is crazy. So when I did this project, I had people on my wish list of who I wanted to tap into and get, and she was definitely on that list. So that's how I got her.
Oh, nice. Love Carlita. Shout out to her for her latest album as well. When she came back
Yeah,
with that. Super excited. I have been waiting for that
dope.
album.
That album was dope. That album was super dope.
Yeah.
But then like I said, other people that was on my wish list, Torre, a
Mhm.
huge fan of his. He's been extremely helpful and supportive as well. Um, and then Shay Noir, who's with she's affiliated with Benny the Butcher
Mhm.
uh, and Conway and them, Rock Marcy, um, 38 Special, Trust Gang, and all them and stuff like that. So I was a huge fan of hers.
Mhm.
And then just some local talent around here. They were really good. I'm not even gonna say local talent, just I'm sorry, talent.
Talent.
Just
That's right.
around,
We're gonna call
just,
it talent.
yeah, there's talent around here
Yeah.
that was really, really great, and I've always been fans of theirs as well. From RJ Hatton to Ab Hill to Swift to Kazi. Um, Man, yeah, and there's so many more that didn't make the album, that's coming out later. But yeah, I'm just so grateful to have them all that was a part.
Oh, that's so dope. So many amazing people. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw DS Will up there and
Yes,
just
yes, Will. He did a
poetry.
yes, Will did a piece for me. He actually portrayed as my father on the on the album,
Hmm.
and then Brittany, I'm sorry, Brandy Corbett as well. She did well, and yeah, it turned out great. It was awesome. Yeah.
I love the project because I love the fact that I can listen to it from beginning to end. And there's very few projects that I personally will say I can listen to from beginning to end and just listen to. And I did a home listen and I did a car ride listen because that's always a different vibe
Yeah.
when you're in your car. And I said, you know what? This is a great album because it's very strong and you can tell there's a lot of personal piece in it. It's a lot of you, your personality. Not that your previous works have not been that, but it's like you can see the evolution of
Yeah.
where you're coming with your brand. And I'm super, super excited for you.
Yeah, I wanted to show that. Like, I really wanted to, with each album and each project I put out, I want to continue to go, up,
Hmm. Hmm.
progress. Um, I think a lot of the feedback that I've got has been that I've seen so much growth. Like, this is crazy, So I love to hear it, and I'm excited for what's coming next and everything. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yes, and speaking of what's coming next, now you've got this tour coming up, and like people have been buzzing about you with Conway the Machine going to happen and all these things. So tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about what is that feeling like knowing you're about to go on tour now. This is going to be awesome.
It's dope. It's one of those feelings that it's surreal, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, you put in the work. Now it's time to get busy. I feel like everything that I did before the pandemic has prepared me for this moment, from touring with Wu-Tang to Bone Thugs and Harmony to Slum Village to Nappy Roots. All of those tours and shows prepared me for this moment. It was about to happen. So I'm grateful and I'm taking it all in at the same time.
Oh, nice, nice. So, what are some expectations with that? Kind of tell us, like, is what is it like to prep for tour? Is it just mainly just prepping with your music? Is it like getting in physical condition? Because it is a lot of going. You're gonna be on the go in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So, how's that piece for you? Feeling like gonna be traveling and all those kinds of things.
The conditioning part is something that I definitely want to really touch up more, because I felt like I was at my best when I did the Wu-Tang tour
Hmm.
2 years ago, and the pandemic hit,
Yeah.
and we wasn't performing like that, and so
Right.
everything's been virtual. So I think I did something like I did like just a walkthrough or something a week ago, just to show love to some people that supported me at a show, and they impromptu was like, "Hey man, just get on the mic, do one of your songs," and I did it, and then after the fact, I was like, "Man, like, woo," you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Right.
got to get my breath control back right, but I mean, I pushed through, and so we're ramping up the rehearsals that's actually going to start this weekend. Let's
Good.
get everything back right. And I like to put on a great show.
Hmm.
I like to make sure everything is in tip top. So when you come see me, it doesn't just be a simple show of me just rapping on stage. Nah, like we mix it up. We turn it into a real show, like something that people can engage in and be a part of, and make it an experience at the whole time.
Yes, and that's the dope part. I like. I've seen you perform before, and I'm really excited to see what's next. And I'm gonna look up there and see what tour date I'm gonna be able to make it to.
Yeah,
I gotta see you up there. I gotta make it and see you.
that's dope.
So definitely, I'm very excited for you for that piece. And yeah, I can imagine getting in shape for it and like getting your breath and breathing techniques
Yeah,
together. Just
yeah,
getting ready to be on stage for
yeah.
constant time and on the go traveling.
Yeah, on the go and traveling. It's On the go and traveling is another thing too, because you're going from city to city. One city might be cold, one might be hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to make sure that your immune system is strong enough to take that.
Yeah,
Because I've seen a lot of artists, get sick while they're on tour,
right. Mhm.
and and try to push through it and try to still rap on stage with a messed up throat and everything. Like, it's terrible. So you got to make sure that you're eating the right things, and
Mhm.
and got your immune system in check.
That's right. Those juices and all those things to keep yourself
Mhm.
teas, all those things to keep those
Yeah,
vocal cords together.
yeah, got to make sure.
Gotta make sure. Well, definitely wishing you all the best on that tour. So, now beyond the tour, what is next for you? What's the next big things or things you have going on? And how has your brother's presence in your life influenced you as an artist? I wanted to give honor and space to him
Yeah.
tonight and just honor his presence. I just wanted to know, what that feels like for you.
Well, I'll answer that one first. Like, it's weird in a sense, because even though my brother passed away, I feel like I say this all the time. I feel like he's still here,
Hmm.
and his presence is being felt stronger than when he was here physically. And I know for a fact that I have an angel, watching over me, and opening doors for me, because some of these doors that are opening, I never thought in my life were ever open. And I truly believe it's my brother that's got my back, and him along with God, they're taking care of me. So
Yeah.
just that too, and then it's extra motivation too, because my brother was always a person that pushed me when I was here, and pushed me into being the best artist I could be, or rapper I could be. And so now, it's like, it's that feeling times 100. So that's why I told you before, like, I'm always on the go, and I'm always hustling. Now it's like it's hustle times 1,000 right now.
Oh,
I feel like I'm rapping not just for me, I feel like I'm rapping for him and his kids and, and everybody, affected by his loss.
That's beautiful because I feel like that about my mom. I feel like, with starting Black Indians in C and even with Lux Blog, because she was a big supporter of that, even though she's been past 3 years now, I feel her presence still guides me every day. Like it's still a guiding light in my life to be like, hey, stay focused, be, on your goal, on your game, about the
Yeah.
things you want to work out and do in your life, especially creatively. She was always super supportive of me doing that. And even academically, now that I'm a therapist. So she was just like super dope in my life. And I think it's so important that we keep those loved ones honored with us, because as long as we continue to honor them and honor the things they've done for us, their spirit stays with us. I feel
You're
like.
so right. I
Yeah.
truly believe that. You're so right.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So what's next? What are things? We got the music out now. You're going on tour. Any other things that you would like to let us know that's going on for you?
Well, now I'm, just focusing on putting out more content. There's more videos on a project that's going to drop. My goal, to be honest with you, is to put out a video for each song between now and the end of the year. I'm really going to push this project for the whole year. I'm not saying any other projects are not going to come, but they are.
Right.
This would be the main one that I push. And then, the Conway tour is coming, but I'm also throwing my separate tour. Aside of that, it's going to be No Safe Haven tour. There's going to be, it's going to be some dates it's going to be some shows in North Carolina, some shows and name a few dates in Nebraska, Tulsa, some things in Detroit, New York, that we're working on now. But yeah, that's the main thing. And then just continuing to push out my brand, and make sure everybody know who Shame Gang is and my music and what my music stands for. But yeah, a lot of great things coming. Like people just got to tune in and stay glued to my page and music and everything. So it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yes, and I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely gonna be looking out for those NC tour dates coming up.
Yeah.
That. So I see you wearing some merch right now. Can we get merch from you right
Oh,
now? You have it
yeah, I got
available?
the Haven hat.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I got the matter of fact, since you're on the phone, I got these.
Oh, got an exclusive, y'all.
Yeah, get these online as well. These Shame Gang.
Oh, Shame Gang. I gotta get me a mask. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're available online. And then I got these limited edition No Safe Haven shirts right here as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, gotta get that.
So
We can get
just
those
let me
online.
know. Yeah, let me know like your size and everything, and I'll definitely send you something.
Yes, I
But,
sure will. I
but
definitely will.
yeah, but anybody to order anything, they can go on my Instagram, and there's a link to my shop. It's called a Shame Gang shop. Just basically go to the link in my bio on my Instagram at I Am Shame Gang, and it'll take you to my shop where you can pick from different color shirts, the mask, and then also the physical CDs for the No Safe Haven album that are going to be going out in the next week or so.
Oh, nice. And look, Allison, our photographer up here talking about size medium. It's so funny. She put LOL. Yes, love Allison. Shout out to the doc up here watching. She had a question for you too.
Okay.
What does your music stand for? What do you want your mark to be?
My music stands for never being afraid to show your vulnerability, I would say. I think people or artists sometimes we portray to be like these people that don't feel anything, or we're Superman or Superwoman. That's what makes us human. And I think with my music, I show people that I'm human and I'm vulnerable, and that I go through things just like other people do. And I hope that my music can touch people in that light to be like, yo, Shane went through the same thing. And so it's like, I'm not going through this alone, and I've heard people hit me up, like, in my inbox and just in general, like, man, when I heard that song Still Here that you did for your brother,
yes,
it made me think about my brother or my mom, or somebody that I lost, and and it just put me in that moment. And to me, that means the world to me, to know that I touched people through that. And and just just know that, because my storytelling, that's what I like to pride myself on, storytelling. So that experience in itself, that's priceless. It's more than money to me.
Yes, and I love the visual you put out where you were at Duke. That
Yeah.
yes, love
Yeah.
that. That was just so sentimental, and you could feel it through
Yeah.
watching it and
Thank
everything. And shout out to Allison. Thank you for the question. She's so funny. Talking to medium.
you.
So we're gonna get you straight, Allison. We're gonna get you straight. But I want to thank you. Now tell us where
Thank you.
we can follow you, where we can get this merch, where we can get these tour dates
Yeah.
going on.
Well, you can follow me at I am Shame Gang on Instagram.
Mhm.
Facebook is Shame Gang. Twitter's I am Shame One. Like I said, the shop is on my Instagram bio. Just go in there and you'll see Shame Gang Shop, and then they'll pull it up. As far as the tour dates, you can go on Conway's page,
Okay.
and then here's a link, and then you'll see like all of the shows. I'm only on 4 dates for that tour so far. That might change, which is the Baltimore show,
Okay.
and the Atlanta show, and then we're working on 2 more dates, where the California show and then the Colorado show. So it's gonna be most likely 4.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I got some other stuff that's coming up. Oh yeah, June 25th as well. June 25th is my album release show at the
Oh.
Poorhouse.
Yeah,
We
downtown Durham.
yeah, we did the listening party last month, but now this is the official album release show where you'll get to see me perform majority of the songs from the album live.
Right.
And like I said, that's my first show like live in a while since the pandemic. So if anybody wants to come to that, just go to the Poorhouse website, or you can go on my Instagram, like on the in the bio, and you'll see the link for the tickets as well.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put all the links on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna put this on the Lux Blog NC YouTube. I'm gonna put the links in the caption, and I'm gonna put the links in this Facebook Live as well, so people can follow and get to the tickets. And then for the one at the Poorhouse on the 25th, what time is that show?
That show doors open at 8 and it starts at 9.
Okay, we'll be getting out of the movie night because I'm going to Crystal's movie night. So look, y'all, for y'all watching, coming to my birthday celebration out there for turning 40. I know I'm gonna be 40, y'all. What in the world?
Oh man, you don't look 40 though.
I know I'm giving auntie vibes tonight because look, guys, my hair is wet and I had to make it work today. Y'all get motherland today, but but I will be out there, and our theme is 90s theme that night.
Oh,
so we will have to go out and support Shame, to go see Shame Gang, see him that night.
Also,
have to walk on over there from the ballpark.
Yeah, definitely. Also, the first 20 people that come to the show that didn't buy a ticket online, said they pay at the door. The first 20 people that come to the Poorhouse show, I'm covering their first drink. So,
we got to get there, Allison. We got to
first drink on me.
All right, Allison, you heard it here first. She said, turn up. All right, we got to make it out there. I'm about to let the blog team crew know we got to make it out there. So June 25th. Awesome. So we got some tour dates coming up. All that good stuff, guys. I will be putting all that stuff down in the description box for YouTube as well as on Facebook Live. So no worries, because I want you guys to be following Shame Gang everywhere he goes. He's about to be amazing. 2021 is going to take off for you, definitely. And I'm so excited for you, my dear friend. It's been a long time coming for you. And let me tell you, I'm excited to see how it just grows and takes off for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much.
Yes, cool, guys. Well, we are ending our live. Thank you guys for checking us out tonight. We're going to start some new things now with the Lux Blog NC, where we're going to start doing these live little interviews like this. Tell me in the comments if you like this style or not, because I know y'all are used to seeing us write a whole description about people, but we're going to start posting these blog videos on our website as well for you to check people out and to follow them and support whatever efforts they have going on. And then I've been seeing y'all telling me y'all want another mixer. Do y'all want us singles mixer again.
Yes.
We did 3 of those. Now, men, if I do another singles mixer, y'all gotta be there. If I do another mixer, we had 2 at A-Loft and 1 at Unscripted. And many of you have been asking me for a mixer. So I need to know in the comments below, should we do another Lux Blog mixer? And if so, please follow us at Lux Blog NC and see if that's what summertime is gonna look like this year. We're gonna see. How we can safely do that and everything like that. But yeah, thank you, Shane Gay, for being
Thank
up
you so much.
tonight and everything. So you hold on tight, and everybody in Facebook land, thank you guys so much. And we are off. So let's see. Let me stop our recording.